One of the most important skills you need to play great golf is controlling contact. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to get pristine contact with the golf ball. You're going to learn how to set up, and then my favorite part, swing, and then my next favorite part, smile at what a beautiful shot that was. And the way you're going to learn this is through a simple formula that guarantees clean contact with the golf ball. So you simply get into a setup and swing and continually mash it without much thinking. While I talk to you, these things are so simple that I have such limited focus, yet I'm hitting ball first every single time. And that's not meant to be a brag, but rather meant to show you the simplicity of this awesome system. So how do we lock down contact? We lock down good contact by turning our shoulders in a circle and keeping our lead arm straight. It's simple. Once you get these two things, you'll see that you can strike the ground in the same spot every single time. You also see some awesome extra added distance along the way. And who doesn't want extra distance for free? So I'll show you contact right now using these two things. So the first thing is turning the shoulders in a circle. So in the golf swing, if I turn my shoulders in a circle, this ensures that my head stays in place, which is one of the most concrete elements for striking the ball solid. That includes on the center of the club face and striking the ground after the ball crispy divot. If I keep my lead arm straight and turn my shoulders without shifting my head off the ball, I'm going to see this club come into the ground the same spot every time after the ball. And you'd say, that's magic, but it's really just physics and geometry at work. Let's work with concrete principles. Where most golfers go wrong in their quest for contact is they add too many variables to the stroke. So that means instead of turning the shoulders in a circle, they turn in this big wind-up ellipse. And that means the contact point's always roaming, and I have to shift and sway around to find my contact point. The best players know this, and that's why you find them turning their shoulders in a circle in order to strike the ball cleanly every day. Because you cannot master the element of timing. That's exactly what timing is. It's a guess. We have to time. We just don't have time for that. We just want to have time for mashing the ball. And I got a bonus for you at the end of this episode. They'll show you how to hit the ball more on the center of the club face, so please make sure you stay tuned for that. We're beginning with the foundational elements of contact, and this is the part that gets me every time. I'm going to set up with my lead arm straight, and in order to turn my shoulders in a circle and prevent any shifting and swaying, I'm going to set weight on the front side. Now, a lot of people get this part really messed up or confused, and this causes some problems. So when I set weight on the front side, this is weight forward. But make sure when you set weight forward that you know it's just a nudge of the hips. It's not this. It's not this. I'm just taking my left hip and pushing it more forward to create a straight line relationship between my shoulder, hip, and knee. The consequence of this is chunk and hitting down too much. That's the weight forward. That's bad. The consequence of this is topping the ball and missing the ground or hitting too much behind the ball. So none of those situations are the real weight forward. We just have a simple nudge like this. Boom. It's a great way to view this is you look at a backwards K shape. Straight line here, there's a K shape. Now, let's just hit a shot. Lead arm staying straight. Gonna set the weight forward. I'm going to swing my shoulders without moving my head. And every time, this gets me every time. Every single time. I've done this on countless videos over the past 5 years. And it never fails. It's because it's a law. You saw me hit ball first, take a little divot after it. Now when it comes to building up your own contact, it's a great place to start just making one arm swings with your head staying in place. You make sure that the shoulder moves the arm and that the weight always stays forward throughout the entire swing. And you want to just see that club brushing the ground right there after the ball. This would be a basic half swing form. We level up that same idea to the full swing. Watch this. Add more shoulder turn. It's the same idea. So adding more shoulder turn adds more power to the swing. So that's the difference between me setting up with the basic shot that we just did right here. So I'm going to set the weight forward, anchor it, even exaggerate it more for this drill, and just swing keeping the lead arm straight, and I have a beautiful shot. Now what's cool about that, it felt great. I had 77 mile an hour club speed without using much power at all. And that was due to a really clean strike, and that's not using my maximum amount of power. That's just a contact piece, a really basic contact piece. For you to master contact, you have to start there and hit shots where it feels like half swings. You're not doing anything with the wrist, you're not thinking about wrist hinge, you're not thinking about introducing a really big turn. You're just thinking, I got my lead arm straight, I got my weight staying forward, that's it. Now some common pitfalls you might encounter in this quest for clean contact is the weight forward trap of swinging all arms. So some people might set their weight forward, but they don't turn their hips. And it's essential that you turn your hips. That's what keeps weight forward. If you didn't turn your hips, you would struggle to take the club farther back and you'd start swaying. So then you're no longer doing weight forward. You see the problem of weight back. Oh my, that's such a consistency issue. Inconsistency guaranteed. Topped it. Now that's squirrel food. So anchor, allow the hips to react, and you're gonna hit ball first instead of back here. So start hitting some shots with shoulder swings, anchoring weight forward, keeping the lead arm straight. Next thing we're gonna do is start getting more shoulder turn. And to get more shoulder turn, just think lead shoulder under the chin. So as I anchor the weight forward, it's going to get the shoulders turning more. With the weight back, it's tough to turn the hips. And the hips are a vital element for speed. This restricts hip turn. Start with the weight back. Weight forward immediately introduces more hip turn into the stroke. More power. So anchoring this, and you should be able to, for this drill, just for fun, you could stand on one leg. And by one leg, I would do it like this. As much weight forward as I can do, barely standing on my trail leg. And then just swing the shoulders. Really trying to anchor that weight. What really blows my mind about this is just how much club speed I create without doing any sort of weight shift. A lot of people think they need to create weight shift for power. But that just moves your contact point around. And what you saw right there is a very fast swing with an 8-iron. And not shifting at all, just anchoring weight forward. And the shoulders are guiding. There we go. Good swing. So how's that for power without working so hard? It's awesome. So you begin to anchor contact by mastering the keys of weight forward and lead arm straight. And the way we get those things working is turning the shoulders in a circle. No more shifting and swaying. All right, now I'm gonna hit some shots. Not thinking too much. I'm gonna pop down a bunch of golf balls. We're gonna keep going until I hit a bad shot. And by bad shot, I mean bad contact. Weight forward, lead arm straight, swing the shoulders. Ball first, divot. That's crispy. Cool clubhead speed there, 98.3. Lead arm straight, weight forward, turn the shoulders. Ball first, divot. That's crispy. Let's keep working down the line here. 99.1 club head speed, wow. Weight forward, lead arm straight, shoulders. That was very crispy. Contact was phenomenal. So like you got crispy and then there's very crispy. There's layers of crispiness. Was that 3 or 4? 3? 4? We can keep going. Lead arm straight, anchoring the weight, shoulders. Ball first divot. Crispy. Lead arm straight, anchoring the weight. There we go again. Crispy. This is like a mantra, a trance. The predictability of weight forward. The sun's going down right now. Weight forward, arms straight, turn the shoulders. That's crispy. Arms straight, weight forward, set up. That's crispy. Weight forward. I don't like that cut. We can get a little bit more of a draw. Weight forward, lead arm straight. There it is again, ball first divot. That's crispy. Disregard the slight cut right now. That is a personal swing flaw. My contact is still good. Weight forward, arm straight. That slight push cut is a result of a backswing flaw. Yet you're seeing crispy contact happening. Lead arm straight, weight forward. Maybe I can fix my swing flaw too right now. Still ball first divot. I have not yet chunked a shot. This is something that should give you a lot of confidence in your ball striking, is knowing that you're working with laws instead of guesswork. If you're having any contact issues, you're probably doing one of two things in the beginning. You're either, one, breaking down your arm, or two, shifting off the ball. So you can video your swing, look at your swing, and just look for those two things. Here we go again. Lead arm straight. Set the weight forward. Keep the weight forward. Oh, I chunked it. That's not crispy. Why did I chunk that? Well, my weight didn't stay forward long enough, but we can quickly rectify the situation. Weight forward, swing the shoulders, and that fixes the problem. Difference is huge between those two things, to the point where you'd almost think that I chunked it intentionally, just to break the machine down. But no, just a reminder that we're human. And that's why we love playing golf, trying to master being a machine, ball striking machine. Yet our humanity comes in and keeps us humble. There's another ball first divot, ball first divot. Okay, so I'm gonna stop We could keep going, I'm sure. I'm running out of storage space on my both devices. Do we want, you know, I'd forget it. We'll just keep going until we really, I already chunked one, but having too much fun with this. Weight forward, arms straight. It's getting crispier as we go. By the way, don't machine gun golf balls on the range. I'm just trying to save you some time. All right, let's get serious about this one. I'm gonna jack up the club speed, the swing speed. Get out of the park. Whew. Yeah, that was the longest carry yet. That one took off crazy. All right, we've been crisping it up quite a bit, so I promised you at the end of the video I'd show you how to hit the center of the club face time and time again. The way we're going to do that is through a really important concept, and we must never neglect this concept. It's called tilt. So your relationship, your spine tilted towards the ground, affects where you strike on this club, whether it's heel, center, or toe. If I lose my relationship, I introduce the possibility of there's a heel strike or a S shot. We're not going to talk about that. If I tilt too much, I introduce the possibility of a toe strike or a lot of standing up into impact. Either way, toe strike. So the proper balance is that happy medium that we set at address. It's important for you to set the correct tilt of the spine down towards the ground first. And now you see my shoulders have an angle down towards the ball. My hips do too. As you swing back, you keep the same tilt towards the ground. So this spine tilt here, when I get to the top, is the same. The way we do it is by thinking about getting your front shoulder down towards the ground. And a lot of golfers don't go down enough, so I'm going to give you a great drill here. Think about pointing this shoulder at the ball. So as I swing back, trying to dip this shoulder into the ground. You don't want your head to actually dip. That would be a chunk shot. And look, I'm tilting too much. But the feeling is pointing the shoulder at the ball with your head staying in place. Doing so guarantees a centered strike. Now I'm going to hit one with not enough tilt first. Probably going to be a top shot or a shank or a heel shot. I'm going to lose my tilt. There's a top shot. You can see the raising up of my spine to the top. Result in a top shot. Now I'm going to keep my tilt toward the ground, making a normal swing, thinking point my left shoulder, my lead shoulder, at the ball. And she's a beaut. So as you swing back, be aware that weight forward and arm straight will get you the contact point controlled from the front view. But we also have another element in golf. We have the down the line view. Golf isn't just a 2D game. We have a three-dimensional element to it. We have path. So we have to think about this tilt. Tilt too much and the path goes up and down too much. Don't tilt enough and you got to round too much. The path is set by your spine tilt at address. So the key to preserving that spine tilt is, one, setting up your posture so that you have this tilt. You're not just standing completely like this. Two, making sure that you turn your shoulder down to preserve the tilt throughout the entire swing. I lost my phone died on me here, but we're gonna hit another one anyway. So my launch monitor is not gonna work on this shot, but let's hit it anyway. So shoulder down to find the ground. So that's just another centered strike. And barring any slight backswing flaws that I've been dealing with today, we'll be fixing those up. I'll get you a better one than that. Contact was good. Just got to fix my backswing a little bit. I'll be talking about that in a future episode. That's beautiful, right on line. I felt like that was probably one of my best backswings of the episode. All right, so good golfers, low point control is crucial for playing great golf. Every great golfer knows how to do it, and every golfer that is aspiring to be great at golf must learn how to do it. And this is how. I'll see you in a future episode.